Firstly, I want to apologize for my voice in this video. I have a bit of a and secondly, I want to say that these are just my thoughts, so please don't get butthurt at my opinions. Alright, anyway, on with the video. So taking the number 3 spot is going to be the cast iron. Now, the best cast iron is going to be a cast iron Dutch oven, but I don't have one. But you should get one because it's very versatile. You can make a bunch of bread in it, you can make steaks, and you can basically make anything in a cast iron Dutch oven. This is what it looks like. I'm going to pop a picture right here, but I just have a normal cast iron pan and it works perfectly fine. If you season the cast iron cookware like you're supposed to, it's also going to be very non-stick, so you can basically make eggs and fish in there with no issues at all. In addition, unlike non-stick pans, cast irons can withstand very high temperatures in the oven or on the stove. To sum up, it's basically the Swiss Army knife of pans. Moving on to our number 2 spot, we have the cutting board. Whether you like it or not, at some point in cooking, you're going to have to cut something, and this is where this comes in. You can't really have any substitutes for a cutting board. If you cut on a counter, you're probably going to damage your counter and your knife at the same time. And if you cut on a plate, you're going to damage the plate. So, cutting board is very important and very necessary for all styles of cooking. Now, the wooden cutting board is an objectively better cutting board because it's better for your knife. However, that doesn't mean that it's the better cutting board for you. You're still going to have to wash a wooden cutting board by hand every single time. So if that's not something that fits for you, get a plastic cutting board and throw it into the dishwasher. And finally, taking the number 1 spot, it is going to be a kitchen knife, more specifically a chef's knife. Now there's a lot of debate about German knives versus Japanese knives, and I'm going to give you my opinion right now. Although for the most part, Japanese knives are very beautifully crafted and very sharp, they are kind of delicate. You can't really crack through things like bones without them breaking. And although you're not supposed to be doing it, you can get away with putting a German knife in a dishwasher. If you do that with a Japanese knife, you can say goodbye to your life savings. Overall, it's just much less pressure using a German knife than a Japanese knife. You spend less money on it, and it's easier to use than a Japanese knife. So, for a home cook, I recommend exactly that. As far as honorable mentions go, I'd probably just say a silicone spatula is the only addition I'd make to this list. The reason I didn't include it is because I think you can substitute for it with a spoon or a fork, and if you're using a cast iron pan, it doesn't really matter, like with a non-stick pan where you're worrying about, scratches. Make sure to like and subscribe, and that's basically all that I have to say right now. Goodbye.